What's up, my 5D party people? It's your homeboy Angelo here, strolling through the campus of Reed College on a beautiful mid-August day, late August day. And a few things got to get off my chest. I'm going to get off my chest. I'm getting off of my chest. People worrying all the time, afraid of things that are going to happen that have not happened. There's not a lot of evidence showing that they will happen, but they're buying into it. They're afraid and like worried about their health, worried about their future, worried about their finances, worried about all kinds of stuff. And yet, what are we doing to prepare ourselves? What are we doing to take responsibility for our lives? Are we putting it on others? Are we putting it on prayers? That's good. I put it on those, but what are you doing with the gift that you've been bestowed by your creator? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with all that? When it boils all down, I say it really relates to health. And what does health mean? Health is everything. Health and happiness is the purpose for us being alive. If we don't have health and happiness, life is finished. It's not worth it. So we want to maintain health and happiness because those two are inextricable from one another. Then we need to start taking care of ourselves. How do we take care of ourselves? How do we show gratitude for this manifestation that we have today, right here, in this body, in this form? Well, we start by focusing on the pillars of our health, which are moving our body and breathing clean air, feeding ourselves optimal nutrition, getting plenty of rest when needed, and doing the things that our soul is calling for. I want to focus mainly on the health aspect, which involves food. If you're eating processed food, packaged food, stuff that's natural but it's not really good for you, and you know what you're eating, if it's comforting you or if it's sustaining you, then why are you doing that? Why are you not opting for something healthier? Why are you not eating organic foods that are enzyme rich, mineral rich, lots of macro and micronutrients? Why are you not doing that? Well, I'm gonna ascertain, just from being an American myself and growing up in a climate where being sick is the norm, where 1 in 2 people in our country get cancer in their lifetime. I'm gonna think about this, and I'm going to weigh in with my 2 cents, because I have had cancer and survived it. Cancer of the brain, in fact. So talk about something that's kind of frightening, right? That's probably one of the scariest kinds of cancers people could think of having, is one of the brain. So why do people not eat right? I don't want to say right and wrong. Why do people not eat optimally? Why do people choose to eat things? I'll say things because it's not really food, let's face it. A lot of the stuff, packaged, processed, plastic filled frankenfoods. Why do people do that? Well, if you don't think there's algorithms in place to control behavioral outcomes, purchasing decisions, who you're going to vote for, what you're going to do, how you're going to think you're thinking, well, I don't want to break it to you, but I will. You're being duped, my friends. Being duped by a system that doesn't give a shit about you. It does give a shit about you because they need you to sustain their profit margins. They need your support in order to make the shareholders happy. So thinking about it that way, they do care about you. They care about you a lot in that respect. When they care about your suffering, your hospitalizations, your bills when it comes to treatments. They don't really care about your well-being. They don't care about you as a person, but they care a lot about as you as a customer. And that goes all the way from the energy companies that deal with fossil fuels, to the pharmaceutical industry, to the medical industry, which is hospitals, and Western physicians who probably unconsciously are doing what they're doing, right down to about 90% of the shit that's sold in your health food store, which is packaged, processed, package laden, preservative filled non-foods. So did you know that in the 1950s 40% of Americans grew their own food? Today, 0.5% grow any food. Okay, let that sink in for a second. That's kind of astounding numbers right there. Those are astounding numbers right there. So again, why do people do this? They know this now. This truth has been out there. People know to be healthy, to move, to exercise. Why are they not? Well, did you know that there's flicker rates in televisions that create a theta state of the human brain? There's patents on this in the U.S. Patent Department. You think I'm lying? Look it up. It's public knowledge. Creates people to be docile. That's what they call television programming. And they push shit on your TV like Frosted Flakes full of Roundup weed killer called glyphosate. They call that a part of your complete breakfast and all those commercials. Remember, if you're my age, when you're a kid, they're like, this is part of your complete breakfast. A cup of pasteurized, straight up orange juice, no pulp, pure sugar, basically, with frosted, glutinous, glyphosate sprayed flakes on top. Frosted flakes too, so they add more sugar. If you want sickness and cancer in your life, eat sugar and eat lots of it. As recently as 1989, the US government was trying to tell us that eating fats was what led to obesity and cancer. They didn't say anything about sugar. They have scientists that can land people on the moon, but they can't ascertain that eating sugar creates an abundance of fat, stored toxins in the body. They know this. They just cuts into their profit margin. Big sugarcane industry is a real thing. They have a huge lobby on many of the politicians in Florida, all over the South, all over the country even. So why do people do it though? Well, I'll tell you why. Because through this programming, through television, and through the addictive nature of how sugar and certain types of frankensalts like monosodium glutamate, MSG, and different types of partially hydrogenated oils, those mixtures in chips and snacks, a lot of it's not organic. Even if it is, it's still not good for you. Just because it says organic doesn't mean it's good for you. It's a good bellwether, but just because it says organic or vegan or whatever doesn't mean it's good for you. It's like, is it nutritious? Is it food? Is it raw living food? And no, it ain't. It's just something to put in your stomach to satiate your anxiety, your taste buds, and give you that little serotonin drip in your brain, drip, 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 right? And so you feel good for a minute. Oh, I'm good. I'm gonna go sit on the couch and watch some TV, right? And that's why something like 40% of Americans are obese, 20% are morbidly obese, and more than half of Americans are overweight. Look around, and like there's this whole campaign to not shame people. Well, we're not here to shame anybody. We're here to help people get get nutrition into their bodies, detoxify garbage out of their bodies. But we're normalizing obesity, and in the name of saying that it's shaming people to, talk about these things. What are we doing? Are we helping our people, or are we saying, go ahead and pump out that poison and eat it up? Sounds like the latter to me. Do you have willpower? Do you have control? Can you not put shit into your face and swallow it, and then play a victim to why you are not the type of person, or have the type of body or type of mindset or the type of energy that you want to have, that you wish you had? You say, I wish this, I wish I had this, I want this. Well, instead of saying that, let's do it. Let's change our lives, self-included. Let's have some responsibility, which means the ability to respond. Let's make a difference in our lives, and by setting the example, by being strong and healthy and positive and grateful, then maybe we can wear off on other people and encourage them to turn off that boob tube that they're watching nonsense out of. It's not nonsense. Again, it's algorithms that they have companies that have been around since at least the 40s that study human behavior to see what affects human response. Take it all the way back to Pavlov and before. Ringing the bell, the salivation happens. There's a reason why they're showing all this junk food on TV Saturday mornings what kids are eating, because they want these little kids to grow up to be little porkers and keep buying their shit. And why? Well, it benefits their bottom line, which is getting them to purchase this very cheaply farmed, because it benefits the pesticide companies, the chemical companies, the agricultural companies, U.S. Department of Agriculture, big payoffs involved in all that stuff. It benefits these large food conglomerates like General Mills, Kellogg's, companies that have been in bed with Philip Morris, R.J. Reynolds, cigarette companies selling you food at prices that no one else can compete with. Why? Why is it more expensive to buy an organic apple than it is to buy a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese? What takes more energy to make? Same with cow's milk. It's being subsidized. They're subsidizing an animal to raise this animal, to feed it on genetically modified grains, filling it with steroids, cooping it up in a pen, taking the calf away to get the milk so that you'll buy it. And what's cheaper, that or getting milk or juice from a nut or a seed? What kind of world are we living in right now? I think it's time for us all to wake the hell up. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's my rant. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah. Much love and much light to you. Stay healthy. If you want to get healthy, if you don't know how, reach out to me. But it's going to take willpower. Once you have the knowledge, it's your decision what to do with it. It's taking responsibility. Cat right there. Take responsibility for your life. Take responsibility for your health. Don't piss your health away because of something convenient or addiction or whatever it is. Make the decision in your mind and in your heart and in your gut to change today. And if you don't make it tomorrow, get back up on the horse and try again. Keep trying. It takes a lot of failures to succeed. So consider failure a success. All right, y'all. I love you. Have a great day. God bless you.